All right, let's just dive right into this. Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're unpacking a truly universal and, well, let's be honest, kind of mildly annoying experience. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You've been camped out on the couch for an hour, finally perfectly comfortable. You stand up for literally 30 seconds just to grab a glass of water, and when you turn around, boom, your cat has magically materialized with the sheer audacity to steal your exact seat. It's a classic feline maneuver. The architecture of a cat's claim over our personal space is this hilarious mystery that's baffled pet owners for generations. So today, we're actually going to use the data to figure out exactly why it happens. It's such a relatable incident, right? You get up, they take your spot. We all have that one specific chair, or that particular corner of the sofa that's just ours. And when you lose that warm, perfectly indented spot to a 10-pound furball who is suddenly pretending to be fast asleep, man, it feels incredibly intentional, doesn't it? As humans, we almost always assume this is a deliberate disruption. We're thinking, oh, they're just being stubborn or spiteful or showing me who's actually the boss of the living room. We tend to see it as this brazen act of territorial dominance, designed specifically to inconvenience us. But that brings us to the big question. Why do cats steal seats? I mean, what is actually going on inside that tiny, furry head of theirs? Is it really a calculated power move, or is there something deeply biological and psychological happening just beneath the surface? Well, today we are kicking off a behavioral investigation. We're going to solve this mystery using the absolute latest insights from feline behavioral research. We have to move past our knee-jerk human assumptions to uncover the true architecture behind this incredibly common habit. So, here is where our misunderstanding really shines. We perceive this as a disruptive thief swooping in to take our hard-earned comfort. But the feline reality, wow, it's a massive paradigm shift. They are actually expressing a profound sense of trust. This single act is rooted in deep affection. Instead of pushing you away or marking their territory against you, they're actually trying to pull you closer in, literally one of the most fundamental ways they know how. Okay, let's break down the actual mechanics of how this works. There are three primary biological and psychological drivers behind this behavior. Number one, absorbing residual body heat. Cats just naturally have a higher core body temperature than we do, and they are essentially little heat-seeking missiles. Your freshly vacated chair is an absolute goldmine of thermal energy for them. Number two, seeking natural sedatives. I know, that sounds super intense, but it's fascinating chemistry that we'll dive into in just a second. And number three, engaging in scent mixing. By methodically looking at these three drivers, we can completely reconstruct our understanding of the feline brain. So let's zoom in a bit closer on that second point. It turns out your scent acts as a natural sedative. It's a substance that actively reduces their stress and ramps up their sense of security. See, while we humans rely heavily on our eyes to navigate our environment, cats experience the world dominantly through their noses. When you sit in a chair for a while, you leave behind this highly concentrated, invisible cloud of your unique scent. To your cat, that specific scent acts chemically as a powerful calming agent. It actively lowers their stress levels. So when they curl up in your spot, they are quite literally bathing in your scent profile. They do it to self-soothe and feel incredibly secure in their environment. Which brings us to a really cool sociological clue: scent mixing. When your cat takes your seat, it's actually a family group ritual. They aren't just passively smelling you, they're actively rubbing their own scent glands, the ones located right on their cheeks and flanks, all over the exact spot you just left. Out in the wild, feline colonies engage in scent mixing to create this communal family odor. So by mixing their scent with yours on that warm cushion, they are mocking you as a trusted, vital member of their inner circle. It's basically their way of claiming you as family. So how does all of this build into their overall psychology? Well, it starts with the simple fact that felines are incredibly keen observers. Cats might seem aloof or, totally indifferent sometimes, but trust me, they are constantly watching the dynamics of the house. They use advanced pattern recognition to identify who does what, when they do it, and crucially, who holds the most resources and influence. They're observing you to figure out the hierarchy, basically identifying the household leaders. And if they're stealing your seat, well, congratulations. They've been paying close attention, and you have officially been identified as the leader of the pack. So how exactly do they act on those observations? It's through a fascinating process called social modeling. First, they observe the household leader. That's you, chilling in your favorite chair. Next, they mimic those habits. They're thinking, if the leader sits there, it absolutely must be the safest, most strategically advantageous spot in the entire territory. And finally, this imitation allows them to bond and feel closer to you. By copying your exact seating habits, they align themselves with your success and status. It's this brilliant thought process where imitation isn't just flattery, it's a deeply ingrained survival tactic that makes them feel bonded to the primary provider of the house. When we put all of this together, the warmth, the chemical sedation of your scent, the family bonding of scent mixing, and the social modeling, we arrive at a really beautiful conclusion. This behavior is actually a meaningful compliment. It signals that your cat views you as their primary source of safety and comfort, and that is the true emotional payoff here. The next time you're feeling frustrated because you have to perch awkwardly on the edge of the sofa just because your cat took the exact middle cushion, remember this. It is definitely not an annoyance. It is literally the ultimate declaration of trust, safety, and feline love. So I'm going to leave you with this question to ponder as we wrap up today's explainer. The next time you lose your seat, will you see a thief or a friend seeking comfort? Hopefully, our journey through the research today has given you a completely new lens through which to view your pet's quirky behavior. By understanding the data and those biological drivers we've explored, we can replace our daily frustrations with genuine appreciation. Thank you so much for joining me to explore the true architecture of a cat's claim. Keep asking questions, keep observing, and hey, the next time your cat steals your spot, maybe just let him have it.